closed. Well, the place with the best internet is not going to allow me to do a live stream today, so we're going to go to another place where the internet stinks, and I'll try to do a live stream from there. But maybe I should have. Oh, there's a house upstairs. Maybe I should have done a live stream from home. Okay, Barista. Let's do a live stream over there, and then we're heading there because it's not windy today. We're going to have a discussion. And the Wi-Fi is not good enough for a live stream, but that's okay. We'll just do one tomorrow at SJ Coffee Shop. So in Dipolog, I got let's just say a femme fatale. And so this femme fatale, she dumped Scotty Boy, okay? So I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I'm going to tell you exactly the reason. Scotty Boy was dumped. And it went simply like this. Things were going great, and one day we went out for barbecue, okay? We got some barbecue. I'll stay here because it's I'm going to run out of shade. But there was one problem in the barbecue place, and the problem was this. We're not in Duma anymore, folks. This place is Dipolog, and there's not many whiteys here, and I don't know how they feel about the old age gap, but we went in there, people were staring at us like a mofo. Look at the size of this fence here. Damn, man. And as she said, she was traumatized. I didn't realize. When we were eating, she was just staring at her phone the whole time, and she ran out of batteries, and she started looking at the table, asking me to use my phone so she could play my phone games. And I'm like, what's up? This is not like her. This is not her usual personality. And then I brought her back home, and we parted ways, and she messaged me like, we can't go out in public anymore, right? Because people, they can't just look, okay? They can't just look, okay, there's a foreigner, a Filipina, and then get back. They just stare. They just stare. They keep staring. And they'll eat a bit and then go back to staring again. I saw it myself. Anyway, goth. Well, she's a goth too, which is also unusual. So it's sort of a double whammy for staring. But she said she was traumatized. She doesn't want to go out in public anymore. But she still wants the D. So it is what it is. I like her. She's a good girl. Walk around, we'll talk about some other topics. See if I can pass by any interesting people. Now stop me if you don't know her. But there's a particular femme fatale, okay, or fembot, whatever you want to call them, in Dumaguete. Some of you might have known I talked about her in the past. Now, the dilemma here, the problemo here is something that's really common, man. And the dilemma is this. Yeah, you really had to honk there, didn't you? She's asking money. They all ask money. This is what I don't get. Why don't you just manage your money? It's not just the Duma girl. It's like whenever you meet a Filipina, what I really want is just a Filipina who's responsible. That's all I want. Hey. Yeah, you really have to honk. What is it with this honking? Okay. This actually looks pretty nice. I might contact here, see if I can rent here. Because I don't know. I love Dipolog. At the same time, I look forward to, well, I'll talk about that on a different topic. But these Filipinas, man, it's kind of like what other guys say, you just have to cut them off. When they ask for money, you just have to cut them off. I prefer just being honest, just saying no, ask someone else. Freaking honking, man. Well, it is the way it is here in Dipolog. Anyway, that's the end of that topic. Femme fatales, man. These Filipinas. Oh, I like this house. Okay, so I sold my bike. That was a sort of a major thing. It was on my to-do list because, you know, when you sell a bike, you gotta find a buyer, you gotta process the papers, you gotta get a down payment, you gotta take care of business basically, right? So selling your bike, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Anyway, I'll tell you what happened with the bike selling, okay? There was my good buddy was gonna buy it up in Angeles, which is, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Which is very convenient because I was gonna go up to Angeles anyway. Oh, sorry, man. So my buddy Brett, he was gonna buy it in Angeles. Now there's one problem. It was gonna take me 14 days. It was gonna cost me about 30,000 pesos to get up there. But I could offset that cost by, I could vlog my way up there, right? Now, it wasn't about the money. The problem was, man, I'm just sick of traveling around the Philippines, man. I look forward to traveling Cambodia, Vietnam, you know, Thailand. I look forward to that. But the Philippines, man, okay, don't knock it till you try it. Don't judge my opinion until you try it. It's a real fucking headache traveling around the Philippines, trust me. You just gotta take my word for it, okay? I don't wanna water it down with details. But I just didn't wanna ride up to Angeles again. So what happened was, a subscriber in the Dipolog, he's in another country, but he said he'll buy it. Same price and everything like that. So I thought, oh shit, man, I could just buy it here. And instead of spending 2-3 weeks traveling up to Angeles, I could just freaking fly there in an hour. I thought, okay, well that sounds like a little bit of a better deal. And on top of that, he's gonna let me ride the bike here until I leave. So I'm leaving on October 31st. So I'm gonna transfer everything over to him or his girlfriend on October 30th. And then I'm gonna stay at a hotel in town.
Hey.
Hello, my friends.
Hello.
I'm gonna stay at a hotel in town here. And then the next day, and the main reason is so that I'm nearby the airport because I'm a bit of ways away. And so I'm gonna spend my last night here in a hotel, and then I'm going to get to the airport the next day and fly to Manila, and then from Manila, oh shit, man, shit. I forgot I have to get a bus up there. I'm gonna be there late, shit. Because I told them at the place I usually stay, I'll be there at 5. But actually, it's a 3-hour bus ride. Plus, I got to get to Terminal 3. It might be a long time for me might be arriving late. Shit. Anyway, no problem. I'll just let them know now. Yeah, so we just walked down to the boulevard here. Look at all this land here, man. Even here in the city center, they got a lot of like empty lots or lots with just some little shanty thing on it. I don't think land would be too expensive here in Dipolog, but I think there's going to be, in the coming years, there's going to be a big, you know, decline in prices. So that would be a better time to buy. So there you go. The bike is sold to a really nice man who's allowing me to ride it until I leave. Perfecto. And thank you, my good man. You know who you are. So I'm heading up to Angeles City, and I'm gonna be there for, I believe, well, I gotta be in Manila to deal with the passport because I can only renew it at the Canadian Embassy in Manila because my passport's now less than 6 months, so I can't even leave the country unless I'm going home. So either the Canadian Embassy in Manila or I gotta go home back to my home country to do it, which, you know, a little bit out of the way. I could visit my parents and all that stuff, but yeah, a little bit out of the way. I'll do the whole visiting parents thing another time. So I gotta go there for the passport. I gotta renew my, what do you call it? Like when you get a new passport, you have to put your entry stamp from your old passport into the new passport, and that can only be done at the main immigration branch in Intramuros, Manila. So that's another reason why I gotta be in Manila. So I'll be in that area for, I think, a grand total of 3 months. My ACR card expires January 27th, okay? So I don't mind paying that extra money for the ACR card, okay? But here is the problem. The problem is this. I don't want to have to pay for the new ACR card if I'm only going to use it for 2 weeks. So if I do stay more than January 27th, if I stay past there, then I might as well just stay a little longer because I've already paid for the new ACR card, which of course they don't even give you for 2 freaking months because it's the Philippines. Sometimes, you know, I love the Philippines. It's got its draw. However, you get this thing called Philippines fatigue, man. Nothing you can really do about it. I mean, you gotta live amongst the system, right? Anyway, so I figure 3 months I'm gonna be there. Angeles, Manila, maybe Olongapo's too big. Anyway, in that general area, I've got to have the vicinity of Manila. There's no reason to actually live in Manila. Hello, my good friend. There's no reason to actually live in Manila because I only have to go down for day trips. You know what I'm saying? Go down, do one thing, go back home. I'd rather be in Angeles or somewhere than be in Manila, but we'll have to play it by ear. I am leaving here on Halloween, October 31st. So I'll be there for all of November. Basically all of November I'll be there. Okay, so that covers the upcoming plan stuff. I like this. It reminds me of like 70s, because I'm a nostalgic person, right? Reminds me of like the 70s style Philippines. If you're ever bored, what I recommend you do is sort of go on YouTube, okay, and look for like Manila 1950. And it's just like there's someone there with a camera walking around Manila in 1950, and it's like, blows my mind, because these days with AI you can make it colored and whatnot. And so that's something I really love to do. Look at like 1950s Manila. But yeah, see this kind of house here, right? This is how people lived like 100 years ago, but I love it. I love seeing this. It's like I'm back in time. Anyway, next topic. You know, I'm getting some comments down below that my videos are getting kind of boring. I don't blame you for thinking that. I mean, hey, it's freaking Dippy Dips, man. I know, I thought there would be like, I thought I could pump out a vlog every day for what I'm doing, but you know, like, okay, I thought I'd be going to all the coffee shops, but then I'm thinking, well, why go to these coffee shops if they don't have any Wi-Fi? Okay, why not go to the coffee shops that I like? And then the eateries, the same thing. And you know, I mean, it's the Dippy Dips, man. One of the main things I was gonna do when I got here was that 3,000 steps. And I did it. Well, I did 1,000 steps, but I entered the 3,000 steps area. So I just tell people I did the 3,000 steps. But yeah, basically I'm running out of things to talk about. I got 2 more weeks, okay? You hear what I'm saying? 2 more weeks in the Dipolog, in the great city of Dipolog, before I'm going back to the entertainment district of Angeles. Hey! I think it's a subscriber. Yeah, Burgos, Makati, Tondo. I'm going where the entertainment is, my good friends. Because, you know, I'm a vlogger, right? I want to be able to just walk outside like this, right? But show, you know, the hardcore Manila, you know, that's my kind of thing. Okay, next topic. Dipolog is Dumaguete 30 years ago, okay? Like, when the great pre-K was in Dumaguete before the influx, okay, that's what Dipolog is now. Because now there's a whole bunch of foreigners there, and I don't mind all the foreigners there, but Dipolog, it doesn't have all those foreigners. Well, it depends what your priority is. For me, I like a lot of foreigners, because the foreigners bring in, you know, restaurants dedicated to the foreigners, etc., etc. Yeah, man, I miss the conveniences of the big city. And I thought I was a small town kind of guy, you know. I like the eyeballs I get from the babes. You know, the girls here, you get a lot of eyeballs, man. Especially
when college is out, you know, you got all these college girls walking around. You get a lot of eyeballs here, man. You don't get that same attention when you're in Dumaguete. You get eyeballs. Okay, if you're in Dumaguete, you get eyeballs. You get attention from the girls. Ask any foreigner, right? You get attention from the girls, but you get about 10 times more attention here in Dipolog. Hey, if you got low self-esteem like Scotty Boy, you need that extra encouragement. You know, girls looking at you, it makes you feel good. Okay, guys, but I think that's it for today's vlog. Hey, right there, some girls smiling and waving. Maybe because I got the camera, but I don't think so. Oh, Dottie's. I heard about this place. But yeah, man, the place with the best internet, it's freaking closed. It's Sunday. It's small town, you know, things aren't open on Sunday. I look forward to Manila, Angeles. I look forward to those big cities. I look forward to walking around with my phone doing a live stream, which you cannot do here. Dottie's. I heard about this place. I wonder what it is. Is it a restaurant? Oh, okay. It looks like kind of a coffee shop, bakery. Maybe I'll go in there sometime. Maybe they got decent internet there. But yeah, heading to the big city, and I don't think I'll be coming back to the small city. But if I end up living overseas, I think what I'll do is I'll live overseas. I'll live in Vietnam. I'll live in Cambodia, right? But I will come to the Philippines like 1 month Airbnb, 1 month in Siargao, 1 month in Boracay, that kind of thing. Because hey, it's the blue ocean water, man. You can't beat that. That's what the Philippines does best, blue ocean water. So we got here at Grandma's Best. There was some apartment here. I don't know the exact location, but there was some apartment near Grandma's Best. Hey, my friend. I was going to check out, but they didn't get back to me. Well, looks like, hey, this is area of convenience, man. If you could live right on this corner, there's downtown right up there. But yeah, man, it'll be sad to leave Dipolog, but it's also an action being taken out of necessity, because I don't think I'll spend the rest of my life here, although I could. But I mean, you just can't beat the conveniences of the big city. Like, there's guys living in the big city. They live in the big city for a reason. You just can't beat the convenience. You come to the small town and you just don't have those conveniences anymore, but it has some other benefits, like, you know, look at the freaking, do you see any rush hour here? Do you see any rush hour? Well, it is Sunday, but I mean, it's always like this. It's always quiet. You can just park wherever you want. Like, I wanted to sell my bike before I went to Manila. You know why? All the Airbnbs there, they have no freaking parking. Like, if I'm gonna get an Airbnb in Dipolog, I'm not even gonna ask about parking. There's going to be plenty of parking. Not in Manila, maybe not in Cebu. So if you got a bike, you gotta think about the big city. Parking is a thing. Damn, that's a big house over there. I forgot where my bike is. I parked in front of a barista. But yeah, I believe I covered all of the topics for today. So I'm popping out another vid, and people might complain that it's boring. But at least I'm not like Simi Boy, you know, touching girls and all that stuff he does, saying, "Mayon bantug." It looks like a pretty good coffee shop. Of course, it's Sunday, so it is closed, but I might go in there sometime if it's not Sunday. See, if this was Angeles, Manila, Sunday, it's gonna be open, man. It's gonna be freaking open. I am a religious mofo, my good man. Hey, but I need my coffee shops. Damn, man. Damn, she cute as hell, man. Anyway, she's got a boyfriend, so I won't ask her on a date today, out of respect for the boy toy. Okay, my bike's down here. And perfect timing. We got to the bike and I ran out of topics to talk about. So I'm gonna pump out this video so that I can keep a roof over my head. You know, I can keep food in my stomach. What, you gotta pay the bills with the Tubi Tubes, man. This thing is not gonna make me $1 million like the news channel, right? The objective of this channel is just so I can pay my bills while I'm traveling. I do apologize for, hey, taking a long time here in Dipolog. running out of things to talk about. But this is my favorite coffee shop here, Barista. If you come here. Anyway, guys, my bike is right there next to that tricycle. And I'll see you on the very next Vitorino, my friends. Here's a photo of him. This is not a secret, okay? The wife did not